Yo, are you struggling with shooting content for your t-shirt business or for your business in general? Let me try to help you out. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Big Brando, and today we're gonna be talking all about shooting content or creating content for your business. Now, one of the big reasons I wanna make this is because every time I live stream, there's always some questions about shooting content or people struggling with what to post, when to post, how to post to help their business grow. Now, everything I'm gonna talk about in this video right here isn't to get you more followers. It's not to make you famous. It's not to make you popular or turn you into some social media star. Everything I'm gonna talk about is basically what I do to film my content for social media. And I'm mainly focusing on Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts. This long form YouTube video stuff is pretty straightforward and standard. It's just a talking head video. I set the camera up on a tripod. I talk for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I edit it down in Adobe Premiere and upload it to YouTube. The stuff I'm gonna be talking about in this video is mainly for short form content. That's what's gonna help get your business discovered. Now, I have an ebook that explains everything that I'm gonna talk about in this video in great detail. That ebook is also accompanied by a video series connected to the ebook of just going into detail about everything in the book, because there's people that might learn better by reading, or there might be people that's like myself and you really don't learn from reading, but you learn from demonstration and through audio and visually seeing somebody do the shit. So I did it for both within the ebook, but everything spoken about in the ebook, I'm going to talk about in this video right here, just to help people get a better understanding of what's going on. So first, you have to think about why even shoot content for your business. You might be thinking, I don't want to be a content creator. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I just want to make shirts and sell shirts. That's perfectly fine. But in order for strangers to know you exist, you kind of have to be on social media so they can discover you. You need people to find you in order to get customers. So this is gonna work for if you're running a clothing brand, or even if you're just operating as a print shop and you're doing contract printing and printing for others. Maybe you do custom t-shirts. Whatever your business is, this is what I do to promote myself. Now, never in any of my videos, long form, short form videos, do I ever say, hey, hit me up so I could print t-shirts for you, or hit me up so I could embroider for you, or this is how much a dozen hats cost, hit me up if you want that same deal. I never promote my business like that on social media, anywhere. You'll never find a video of me saying anything like that or promoting my business that way, because that's not what I do. But at the same exact time, my DMs are filled with people asking how much for some shirts, how much for a dozen shirts. Hey, can you run my hats for my brand? Can you do my hats for my business? I like the way you work. How can I work with you? How much to do this? Blah, blah, blah. That information right there tells me everything I need to help you out there. So the reason I say that is because you do not see just finished products on my page. If you ever looked at my Instagram page or my TikTok or my Facebook, you'll never just see product photos and that's it. I am a strong believer in showing how something's made instead of just showing what I made. I'll show the finished product in the video, but I will show you everything that I did to get to that end product. Now, why is this important? In the world of social media, we've all heard the term algorithm. The algorithm always seems like it's somebody's enemy. Everybody's always mad at the algorithm. But what the algorithm does is it figures out what you're posting, what your page is all about, and then it shares it to people that would be interested in that stuff. We've all seen it done before. You like a video of somebody getting knocked out, next thing you know, your whole timeline is filled with knockout videos. You like a video of LeBron James highlights. Next thing you know, your timeline is full of LeBron James highlights. You like a video of somebody bashing LeBron. Now your whole timeline is filled with people that hate LeBron also. That's how the algorithm works. It's looking for people that are interested in the content that you put out, so it could push your content to those individuals. So something that's very popular to watch is how it's made videos, process videos, going from point A to point B videos. People are interested in watching that. It's entertaining. Even if you don't give a shit about what's being shown, you always want to see what it started out as and what the end result is, and you'll watch the whole video through. It's the same reason a lot of us like watching those rug cleaning videos where it's like a dirty ass rug and then they like got a bucket full of like soap and solution and they pour it on and then they're scrubbing the carpet and then you see all the dirt going away, and then now a carpet that came in that looked black is now like white and pink and you had no idea that was under all that filth. But we just watch it. Same thing goes for barber videos. You see somebody come in with the hair long, and then the next thing you know, they're all faded up and they look sharp. They show the process and then the end result, and you're like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's a good barber. Or car detail videos, same exact deal. Somebody comes in with this really dirty car and they show all the products they're using to make this car look good. Or this car comes in scratched up. They show how they do the paint correction. Or their headlights are all foggy and oxidized, and they show you everything they're doing to make those headlights look brand new. Or the process of somebody making sourdough. You might not want to bake sourdough bread, but you'll watch the whole process of what it's like to start the sourdough, care for the sourdough, massage it, fold it, do all that stuff all the way till the very end, just to see if the bread was a success or a flop. Everybody's just interested in watching the process. Same thing goes for people's weight loss journeys or fitness journeys. I was 500 pounds, now I only weigh 200 pounds. This is what I did. This is what I ate. 2024, I was fat. Now 2026, I'm ripped and shredded. This is everything I did. This is everything I ate. People like watching those videos. Everybody likes to see a start to finish, A to B, before and after. Human nature. I don't know what it is, but we all love to consume that type of content. So if it works for all those people, why not make it work for a t-shirt creator? Here's the blank t-shirt I'm using. Here's the transfer I'm using. This is how I'm putting it down. This is how I'm laying down the back print. Here's the finished product of me wrapping it up, getting it ready to ship out to the customer. If you watch my social media, that's all I'm doing, is showing the process of, hey, I got an order in, let me pull the order, let me package it up, this is what I'm using, now I'm taking it to the post office. Let me show you how to do a left chest print. Let me show you how to do a back print. Everything on my page is how to. And it's by design, it's intentional. The reason it's being put out that way is because people like to watch how-to videos. It puts you into this weird category of infotainment. Infotainment meaning it's informational, I'm teaching you how to do something, but it's entertaining at the same exact time because it's shrunken down in short form media. I'm giving you bite-sized clips of just everything I'm doing. Now, why does this work? This is how you're gonna promote your products. This is how you're gonna promote your service, by just posting how-to video. That's all you have to do. You show the t-shirt at the beginning. Let me show you how I made this shirt right here. Look at my videos. I do the same exact thing. Let me show you how I made this shirt right here. Here's the blank shirt. Here's the transfer. Here's the heat press. Here's me putting it down. These are my settings. Here's me folding the shirt. Bingo, done deal. They get to see everything. They see what it's gonna look like. They wait to the end to see the whole process. This is gonna help you promote everything you do. The reason I say this is because I've never once promoted my West Side shirt, the t-shirt that says 4 fingers up, 2 twisted in the middle. I've never promoted it in the sense of, hey, buy this shirt, releasing this shirt, blah, blah, blah. It's always been promoted on Big Brando TV's Instagram and Big Brando TikTok as how-to videos. The reason that t-shirt sells so well is because people are watching the process, they see the t-shirt, they end up going to the link in my bio to buy the t-shirt. Because I'm saying, hey, I'm making this t-shirt for a customer. Let me bag this t-shirt for a customer. Let me wrap this shirt up for a customer. We got to get these t-shirt orders out. They know I sell t-shirts. They know I sell that t-shirt design because I'm showing it in the videos. But that t-shirt has only been marketed and promoted by how-to videos on my social media. That's the only way I did it, and I've been selling that t-shirt for like 4 or 5 years now. And it's still one of my top selling t-shirts. And if you go through my social media, you'll see the same exact thing. All it is just me showing how I make that shirt. So everything I'm telling you to do, I've already done and I'm doing currently, and it's working for myself. So I'm trying to help you out. So if you're trying to promote your t-shirts that you're selling by just putting up a product photo, that doesn't help. The algorithm's not gonna push that to potential customers because there's no information in that photo. There's nothing that says, hey, somebody wants to watch this. You don't need 1,000 followers. You don't need 1 million followers. You could have 2 followers and you still have the chance to get thousands of eyeballs on that video, the way that the algorithm pushes it to whoever is interested in seeing that kind of stuff. So in order to help promote your stuff, your business, your products, turn it into a how-to video, send it off, you'll be good to go. Everything in the ebook basically breaks this down step by step on how to do it, camera placement, how to edit the video, the idea behind the video, how to do it so you don't have to show your face and you're just showing your hands working. It's where you don't have to be a content creator, you don't have to be on camera, but still being able to show the process. These social media platforms are gonna take your how-to videos and throw them out to so many different people. And all you're doing, you don't even have to say, hey, come buy this t-shirt from me. All you need is the eyeballs to see the t-shirts or see the services you provide, see what you can do. If people see you making these shirts, and every day they're seeing you make more shirts and more shirts, if you're looking for new customers to hire you to print their shirts, they're gonna see you more and more and more, and then eventually hit you up and be like, yo, how much to get my shirts done? What do you charge for shirts? Bingo, now you have new clients and you didn't even have to cold call them. All you're doing is just showing the process. It's like if you were trying to hire a tattoo artist, you're like, man, I got this dope tattoo idea and I wanna get it done. And you're looking on social media, seeing the tattoo artist draw it on the person's skin, not using a stencil, seeing how clean their environment is, seeing how much care they take, seeing if the client is squirming around that's getting the tattoo, so you know that person has a light hand instead of a heavy hand, seeing how they pack the ink in, seeing what their shading and their shadows look like. You get basically an inside look at a tattoo artist's workspace without ever visiting their tattoo shop. And then you could be like, oh, damn, this is what it looked like when he drew it on, and then this is what it looks like finished. Now you make a better idea on who you want to hire. Like, oh man, you know what? I want to get some work done by that dude because he does clean work. He works in a dope environment that I vibe with. You get a chance to see all that. Same exact thing goes for you and your t-shirts. Showing the environment, showing the care you put into your t-shirts, showing the quality of t-shirts you use. Your attention to detail is shown through the video where a client can see that and be like, you know what? I want this person to make my t-shirts because I like the way they work. This is gonna help you get discovered by a perfect stranger that could potentially be a client of yours. This is also how you're gonna promote your products. People are getting a chance to see what you make and see your designs without knowing they're being exposed to your designs. Same thing goes for being a barber. Like if I wanted to get my hair cut, if I had hair, if I wanted to get my hair cut, I would wanna see how that barber works. Are they disinfecting the clippers? Are they working in a clean environment? How does the fade look? Are they digging into the skin? Are they pushing your hairline back? You can see all that in videos and be like, yo, that's a dope barber. I want to get my hair cut by him. Same thing if you're in the market to buy a cake and you see a cake decorator or baker. If their workspace looked like there's flour and icing everywhere, you'd be like, man, it looks chaotic in there. I don't know if I want to get a cake done by them. But then if you see the person paying attention to the cake, the craftsmanship behind making a custom cake, all of that good stuff, you're going to be more inclined to hire somebody that you've seen doing the work to create that finished product. Same goes for somebody making t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this makes sense to somebody out there. Hopefully this helps somebody that's been struggling out there on how to do it. And if you're like, man, it's gonna be too hard to create all this content and blah, blah, blah. If you're already making shirts, you already been making content. You just haven't recorded it. You need to document the journey of what you're doing. What you're not thinking about is everything you're doing for your business can be recorded. Everything you're doing. Like making one t-shirt could be like 10 to 11 or 12 pieces of content you don't even know about it. If you're already gonna heat press a t-shirt, like let's say you're making a t-shirt for your brother. He's not a paying customer, but social media doesn't need to know that. You could be like, yo, I'm gonna make this shirt right here for a client. This is the blank t-shirt I'm using. You show the blank t-shirt, you talk about it. You compare it to other blank t-shirts and tell people why you're choosing to use this blank t-shirt. You like the quality, it's soft, has a good cotton weave, it's inexpensive, has a good collar. Whatever you like about that t-shirt, say it on camera. That's one piece of content right there. Now show the transfer or the vinyl, or you weeding up the vinyl cutter cutting the vinyl, or you cutting out the transfer, or you designing the design. That's another piece of content. Why do you like those transfers? Why do you choose that over the other transfers? How many washes can you get off of that transfer? Have you tested it with washing and drying? Tell the people that. That's another piece of content. Here's the heat press that I use. This is the heat press that I choose to use because it fit my budget at the time, or I just upgraded to this heat press, or I've had this heat press for a while and I've did thousands of t-shirts with it. I don't need to upgrade. That's another piece of content. And you haven't even made the shirt yet. This is just pieces of content that you could be putting out all around something that you were already gonna do already. Now, show yourself pressing the shirt. Rulers you use, tools you use, why you're doing things certain ways, why you're putting the collar all the way over because you don't want to press on the shirt, why you pre-press the t-shirt to get the moisture out, flatten it out, put the transfer down, peel it up. Another piece of content. Now you have the finished shirt. That's another piece of content. Show the finished product. This is what I did. This is why I chose this color. This is why I chose this print. Show yourself folding it up, bagging it up for the customer. Do they get a thank you note, some free stickers, some pins, any takeaways? What do the customers receive? Show the customer's experience. This is where you get a chance to show your attention to detail, your quality control. You could be like, oh, you know what? Let me lint roll this shirt. Another piece of content. Fold it up, cut off any loose threads if there are any, relabel the shirt if you wanted to, bag it up, another piece of content. Putting it into the poly mailer, getting it ready for the post office, shipping label if there is one, another piece of content. And then now all of that you just did, 10 pieces of content, now you just smash them all together and make one long video of start to finish. The shirt, the heat press, the transfers, the weeding, the folding, the pressing, all that stuff is now in one video, which is another piece of content. Now you have 11, 12 pieces of content from making one t-shirt. You were already gonna do all this already. All you had to do is just set up your phone and record yourself doing it all. So you got to get yourself out of thinking, what should I film for content? And now think about, what am I doing today that I could set the camera up to film? If you're doing inventory, film yourself doing inventory. Time lapse you, walking back and forth in your room, taking inventory. If you're cutting transfers, film yourself cutting transfers. If you're just folding t-shirts, film yourself folding t-shirts. If you're designing stuff, film yourself designing stuff. All of this is content and you could be posting it. And if you think I'm lying, look at my Instagram page. It's filled of that, pressing, folding t-shirts, shipping out orders, picking up blank t-shirts. All of that stuff I just document in small little clips. I'm not showing everything, I'm just small little clips. I'm just like, oh man, here I am at iColor. This is what iColor's warehouse looks like. Here goes me walking with the box, put it in my truck, piece of content. It's all it is. All of that helps the business in whole. You're actually letting the customers into the business to see what you do, to see how you run your business. You're giving them the inside look behind the scenes of what's going on within your business. And this is just exposing you to new clients and new customers. That's all it's doing. Hope this makes sense to somebody out there. If you wanted a better idea on all this stuff that I'm talking about and kind of a step-by-step guide, it's in the ebook for you. But if you understand everything I'm talking about in this video now, you don't even need the ebook. Save yourself some money. Just put everything I talked about in this video to use and start building your business. We're not looking for followers. We're not trying to be popular. All we're trying to do is ride the algorithm wave. That's all we're trying to do. I'm more concerned with getting dollars instead of followers. When I say dollars, I'm talking about transactions. I'm talking about people buying t-shirts from you. Every time you see me pressing t-shirts, bagging up orders, it's to promote everything within that video. It's for me to promote the t-shirt I'm printing. It's for me to promote the t-shirt I'm bagging up and shipping out. It's for me to promote the hat that I just embroidered so people come out and buy it. People are watching the process videos and being exposed to the products I sell. That's all it is. It's not rocket science. I didn't have to invent the wheel. All I'm doing is riding the wave. And I've been riding this same wave for years. And it still works for myself. Utilizing social media, you don't got to pay for no ads. You don't got to boost your posts. You don't got to do none of that. Just record yourself, post it, and be consistent with what you're posting. If you can't post every day, give yourself like 3 days out of the week to post. But you can't just post one time and then expect a million orders to come in. Consistency is key when it comes to it. That's why I'm showing you how to break up all the content into smaller bite-sized pieces so you have more to post. And you got to remember, you're not posting for your followers. You're posting to be discovered by strangers. That's all you're posting for. You're not looking for followers. You're not looking for likes. You're looking for exposure. And that's all. How do you get exposed? TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels. All of these short form video options. You could take that same video you made and post it on all of them. Change the songs, change the captions, but you could post them across every social platform you have for a wider reach. That's all I do. Look at my Instagram, look at my TikTok, my Facebook, my YouTube. You'll see the same videos with different music, different captions, but it's the same recycled content across all platforms because I'm just trying to broaden my reach. I want as many people to see my products as possible. That's all I'm going for. I don't care about them following me. I don't care about them liking my post. All I care about is them discovering me and finding my products. That's all. All right? If you have any questions about anything I talked about here, make sure you leave it in the comments for me. Also, I live stream every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on YouTube. If you have questions, anything about social media strategies, how to market your stuff, how to promote your stuff, the tactics I use, ask it in the comments. Tune into the live stream and ask it there, and I'll try to help you out. And if you wanted to see all of this in action, everything I just talked about, everything that I'm doing currently, check it out on my Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.